So I have this theory, kind of like how we have this idea of screen time, where in probably in the next few years, probably now, but we're gonna have AI time where we're trying to limit our AI use to preserve our mental faculties before we start being terrible at critical thinking and we just start decaying until inevitably we're a bunch of like dumb ooba gooba wooas walking around because we let AI do everything for us. And that's my theory. And I'm trying to work on implementing a routine where I'm not allowed to use any sort of AI or tech, let alone my computer, for the first 2 to 3 hours after I wake up, which forces me to do my deep work on paper in the mornings and actually study and learn. And then I realistically should do the same at night, but it probably won't happen. But really, the punchline is simply put that as AI gets more prevalent, you're going to rely on it more and more, and you're not even going to notice that you're doing it. And especially if you're using it in your day to day job or it is your job, you have to try not to get consumed by it. And so, what I've been looking into and trying to implement is one, like requiring 1 to 2, even 3 hours of deep work and deep thinking every single day that I am not allowed help with. For me, this is learning new things. So I have a program, funny enough, where I basically have AI generate me a PDF document that tests me and like is a say 10-15 page PDF that is like a book essentially. It's like an article that teaches me something new, and it's very in depth. Imagine it's like a college lecture summarized into a reading. And then I read it and I quiz myself on it. And that's how I learn. And so I'll print that out the night before. And then I'll do that on paper. And I have to learn by doing that. And that forces me to do deep recall and really learning the information because I'm not allowed to use a computer to help myself understand it. And doing things like this are going to be really regular practices in the future because we're going to have to do something in the same way that we go to the gym, right? 100, 200 years ago, people didn't go to the gym because it wasn't a big thing, obviously, but more so because they already lived active lifestyles. And so it wasn't, oh, I need to go be active. Like they were just active all the time. And the only reason why the gym has become so prevalent is because we now have inactive lifestyles. We have office jobs and we're sitting all day, which is why we decided, hey, working out's good for you. We're going to segment a portion of our day to get all of the results that we would have gotten from the day. We're going to concentrate it. And we're going to get all the benefits and we're going to try and cancel out as many downsides as possible with having an office job, which does it do that? Probably not all the way, but it does a damn good job for being such a small fraction of physical activity compared to what we used to do. And I think that AI is going to do the exact same thing in that we're going to take critical thinking or deep thinking of some sort or focusing and we're going to cram that into our like mental workout for the day. And that's going to be how we keep our mental faculties from declining when we inevitably use AI for so many things that we no longer have to think for ourselves. And for those of you who understand what I'm getting at, you'll know that if you use AI frequently enough, you become more and more reliant on it. It's like Google. It's actually called the Google effect, I believe, where you become less interested in recalling information and more so about remembering to ask chat something. So instead of remembering who won the Super Bowl 4 years ago, the only thing you're ever required to remember is if I go to Google and type this in, I will get an answer. And now you have anything available. You don't actually have to put any effort into the recall. And this has become a thing with Google, but it's even getting even deeper with AI. And that's the reason is because Google gives you information. So you want to know something, it tells you. You don't have to jog your memory. AI does that, but it also does physical things for you. It's, hey, build me a website, do this, do that, and it's going to become a digital worker. And so not only is it going to give you information, but it's actually going to take action for you. And so not only are we replacing our thinking, we're replacing our doing, which means that we're not going to have to think or do, which means that we're going to be couch potatoes. And the only way that we keep any form of mental faculties when that's the case is by either allowing ourselves to lose them, which doesn't keep them in the first place, or by training them, just like how we go to the gym. And so I would definitely urge you to start implementing a process like that now, especially if you're using AI a lot, which is basically just a mental workout of keeping your deep thinking and critical thinking skills alive because I think it is going to be the next competitive advantage in society it's going to fade away as people get lazier and lazier naturally and let AI do everything for them. And the people who take the initiative to understand that that's not the best route. The best route is to keep your mental faculties, and then that'll allow you to utilize AI in a much more productive fashion rather than just nudging it to go do everything without having any idea what the hell it's actually doing. Working with it as a tool and not having it literally do everything for you. I think that that's the future. So that's the premise for today, and I hope this has helped somebody. I know it's a very niche audience and it doesn't get very many views, but potentially out there somebody may or may not be using AI, and if you aren't, I would urge you to start using it, which I know I just kind of made a case about why you shouldn't, but I made a case for why you should, but make sure to spend a couple of hours a day actually using your brain so it doesn't fry it. But it is the new thing. It is going to be the internet, but on steroids, and the people who don't adopt it now are either going to be at incredible levels of peace or they're going to be completely screwed. The people who don't require any tech in their job are going to be the ones that are at peace because it's great and life's not going to change. And people who do use it for their job, everybody's going to get screwed if you don't use it because it is advancing so quickly that it's incredible. So that's it, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.